Hi everyone, it's me, Ohemaa MaMokowa, aka Queen MaMokowa, and Akwaba, aka Welcome. So I am going to be talking about season 1, episode 2 of An African City. If you have not seen my previous video on season 1, episode 1, The Return, definitely check that out. I will have a card somewhere up here so that you can click on that, check that out, and check out that review. Now, as I previously mentioned, I'm going to be talking about season 1, episode 2, and that one was called Sexual Real Estate. Okay, so with that one, Nanaya goes house hunting, finds out she has to pay a year's rent up front.
So I don't understand. If I were to take this place, I would owe $500,000 up front, cash, today.
Yes.
And to rent, that's $5,000 a month.
Yes.
And to rent, I have to pay a whole year's worth of rent in cash up front, $60,000 today.
Yeah.
That's more than my rent in New York.
Well, this is not New York, unfortunately.
A year's rent. Can you imagine having to pay a year's rent up front in the States? I do wish that they would have mentioned why they need a year's rent up front. That's something that I didn't understand, nor did I know. So when I found out, I was like, what? Okay, so she meets up with the girls, and at this meeting with the girls, Nanaya is criticized about her hair, and Sade and McKenna are encouraged to get a sugar daddy so that, they can take care of, their any and every need.
They're expecting you to go Dutch.
No. Eesh. Scary.
Why not? Who says it's the man's responsibility? I know. In London, I always used to go Dutch. I would even pay for an entire date as part of a grand feminist statement. And then I got married. My husband paid for everything.
I mean, I didn't mind going Dutch in New York, but Accra has spoiled me. Oh.
I even did the whole pretend to reach for my bag thing.
Oh, yeah. I've done that too.
So did you go home with him?
Hell no. I was so pissed off.
You see, what does that say about women? You put down some money to feed me and I'll have sex with you? Madame, I tell you every time, I don't do pedicures. Don't touch my feet ever.
What's that about?
Oh, Zainab can't get pedicures. She has orgasms every single time.
Well, I mean, mine just keeps sending me stuff.
I know, isn't it fabulous?
Yeah, it feels great, but do I owe him something now?
Yep, he will be expecting something.
You don't owe him anything, okay? They're gifts. That's all.
Give it back to him. Don't keep any of it.
Please, girl, get your apartments.
No, that makes her a prostitute.
It doesn't make her a prostitute. It makes her a woman. With a strategic agenda.
Obviously that's something that Nanaya doesn't want to do, but she gets set up on a date with Philip. I'm pretty sure Sade was behind that. And interestingly enough, I'm guessing they hit it off because after that date, listen, Philip started sending her stuff immediately. Like the next day, he was sending her stuff, and it was just like, oh my goodness, this is nice. And of course, she took it. In the next scene, we see that McKenna goes on a date with the guy she met at a funeral. I'm guessing this is something that happens in Ghana. I have never been to a funeral in Ghana, but I can imagine, your mother's brother's cousin's friend, is interested in you, and then y'all end up, I can kind of see that happening. I know yeah. So she thinks he's a nice guy, and how it's interesting that they, met while at a funeral. But then, you know what the guy did?
Oh, what's the damage?
Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Just put down half.
The man said, let's go Dutch. But he was kind of like penny picking with it. Like, so you took care of this and you took care of that. She almost lost it. And I believe he also wanted her to take care of the tip. But my thing is, if you wanted me to go out with you, why are we going Dutch? I don't get it. If you want me to go out with you, why are we going Dutch? I don't think there's anything wrong with him paying and then she, takes care of the tip. But for him to be like, oh, yeah, so you took care of this. So you had this and you had this. And, oh, yeah, you had this too. It's like, okay, dude. Like, again, you pay for the whole thing because he looks like he probably has a good paying job. You pay for the whole thing. And then, she takes care of the tip. But I think she thought that it was understood that because he was the one that asked her out, that he was going to take care of the meal. Nah. That's not what happened. So like I said, she almost lost it. So now the girls meet up at a salon. Do their hair, all that kind of stuff. And Sade is seemingly upset. I'm guessing the guy or the sugar daddy, one of the sugar daddies that she has, he was, catering to another woman, and it really upset her. But of course, she didn't let him see that. So because Nanaya could sense that Sade was not okay, even though she put on a facade, she could just tell that she wasn't okay. So later in the night, Nanaya and Sade link up. They see a guy releasing himself. By releasing, I mean like, how to put this delicately? Peeing. Because there's no delicate way to put it. They see him just peeing in public. Nana is so disgusted, like, what is this? What is he doing? Yeah. That is something that you will see. I don't know why, they can't wait and find a restroom, a lavatory, and just, do it there. No, it's let me find some bushes and let me, But yeah, the disgust. Eventually, Nanaya puts down the deposit on the apartment with her own money, celebrates with her girls. I believe she ended whatever it is that she had with Philip, but she definitely made sure that she kept a couple of gifts, okay? And I don't blame her, because if you want to give me a whole bunch of gifts, okay. But I'm not going to expect you to pay for my 1 year deposit. Even if I have to scrounge up money by myself, I will. If you're willing to help me, now if we're in a relationship and you're willing to help me, that's fine. But because the sugar daddy, it's like eventually he's going to expect something. So I'm glad she did that. So with this episode, like I said, a lot of things are true. People do release themselves. The whole thing with Nanaya being criticized for her natural hair, it sucks because her natural hair is beautiful, but it is still a thing. Because even when I went natural, you know, as much as it's beautiful, I love my natural hair, but I definitely had to tell myself, you know what? I know I'm going to have family members. I'm probably going to have friends who don't like it, who are going to have a problem with it, but I'm doing this for me because to me, it's healthier and better than having permed hair. Disclaimer, if you want to get your hair perm, if you want to perm, relax, whatever, your hair, that's on you. That's your prerogative. That's your choice. But me personally, I just think natural hair is so beautiful. I can do so much with it. It's manageable. It does not stress me out. If I don't feel like being bothered with it, I just braid it all the way back and wear a wig, or I just braid it all the way back and I put on a headscarf. So I don't see the problem. I thought it was completely unnecessary that she was criticized. But again, you know, some people don't like natural hair. I don't get it. Because y'all will like the white. You know what? We're not doing that today. But like I said, very glad that Nanaya was able to handle her own. That's very good of her. Yeah, so like I said, it ends with her celebrating with her girl. She got her own condo. Yeah, that was the end of season 1, episode 2, sexual real estate. Of course, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, check out my blog, www.ohemaamamokowa.com. I will have that link down in the description box below. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Mesdamoiselles, take care of yourselves, be optimistic, and keep on moving no matter what. Bye.